Okay, same crew for Cathy Smith's speech. People on the couch, guy with a bad headache on a chair, and you got the one that likes to raise her hand because you never see her sitting there. There she is.
Okay, how many of you brushed your teeth today? Probably everybody, right? How many of you did it with poison? Everybody. Okay, what we're talking about is fluoride poisoning. And I'm sure you've maybe heard a little bit about it. It is real, it's not a myth. And where fluoride comes from, most people don't realize it, but it's found naturally in rock, phosphates, and limestone. But most importantly, the fluoride that we have in our water and our mouth products like mouthwash and toothpaste is a byproduct of industrial waste. When they make fertilizer, steel, and especially aluminum, that's where most of it comes from, the process of aluminum, what's left over is fluoride. And they have to have some way of getting rid of it. And they believe fluoride helps with cavities and other things that they tell us. But it actually is toxic, and it's a poison. And it's added to our water and our teeth products, and believe it or not, some vitamins. You can learn more about the processes of the aluminum, steel, and fertilizer, and also more about the actual fluoride, what it is, at Merck Manuals. It's MERCKMANUALS.com. They go into real detail all about fluoride and where it comes from. Actually, fluoride is also, I didn't know this myself, it's in some itch creams and in roach powder. Now that they put it in something like roach powder and in our mouth products is kind of alarming in itself. And the worldwide statistics, believe it or not, this is found at fluoridation.com. Only 5% of the world is fluorinated, and 50% of these are in the U.S. We've got China and Sweden, they've banned fluoride completely. We've got Australia, Belgium, Denmark, Norway, and Japan. They've rejected fluoride use in anything because they feel it causes health problems. And then we've got Finland, Germany, and Hungary. They completely stopped using fluoride. At some point, they had used it and fell for the health effectiveness that some people seem to still believe that it has. Now, some symptoms of fluoride poisoning: white spots on your teeth, nausea, which about 10 years ago when I stopped using fluoride, that's what I kept doing. Every time I brushed my teeth, I would get nauseated. And I narrowed it down to, it was the toothpaste and the fluoride in the toothpaste. But I didn't know that that was a symptom at that time. Vomiting, you can get intestinal pain, you can get headaches, arthritis, respiratory diseases can lead back to too much fluoride. And we say too much, yeah, a little bit of anything, a little bit of arsenic isn't going to hurt you either. It's just the levels. And you don't have control when they're putting it in your water or in your mouth products. You just have control of how much you consume. More about the symptoms can be found at slweb.org and fluoridealert.org, which there was a whole lot of symptoms. They go more into detail, how it occurs, and because there's a lot of things that can cause headaches. But if you tend to have it right after you're brushing your teeth or you have contact with fluoride, then you can narrow it down a lot easier. A Harvard study even found that fluoride consumption can lower IQ. Now that came from Harvard, so it carries a lot of weight. So unfortunately, that could be what's happening to our children. They don't seem as ambitious, and when they're graduating from high school now, they can barely read and write, and no offense, Raymond. And you don't know if it's the school or it could have been the fluoride, effects. I don't know. But if they did a study from Harvard, it seems to be, pretty conclusive. The absolute best way to help avoid fluoride toxicity is to prevent it in the first place, of course. It's not an essential nutrient like they try to tell people that you need. I stopped using fluoride toothpaste 10 years ago, like I said, and I had 3 cavities before that when I was younger, and I've only had 1 bad tooth. No, I don't have bright white teeth because I don't believe in whiteners either. I think they are just a lot of chemicals too. But in 10 years, no cavities, just one tooth problem. I don't think think fluoride is that much helpful for people brushing their teeth. And if you've never read your toothpaste warning, you probably should. There is a poison warning on it. If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, get medical help or contact the Poison Control Center right away. And we still brush our teeth with it. That's an alarming concept to me. I don't understand it. So I try to get people aware of fluoride being a toxin, a poison, and to stop using it. There are other alternatives. Is there any questions?
And what's some of the alternatives?
You can buy non-fluoride toothpaste. Some health stores, maybe in the U.S. I always get mine online. Australia is a country that promotes, non-fluoride products, like your mouthwash. You can buy those online. There's not a lot of them in the U.S., I guess, because we promote fluoride, and so they don't find a big market for it. So that's why I usually, go online for it. Now, water's a more difficult thing to find non-fluoride water. I haven't been able to do that, so unless you have well water. And then I just think you have mainly iron, and that tends to get a little strong in well water. That's natural, so well water is a way to get around, fluoride water. Any other questions?
Besides buying distilled.
What about baking soda? A lot of people.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Baking soda's good.
For brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I use, baking soda.
Yeah.
Takes the coffee stains right out.
Yeah.
That's what,
Baking soda's good.
when we were younger
Clean that cup in
and
a
we
second.
ran out, we always used baking soda.
With the natural toothpaste, however, it'll put like licorice root in there for your breath to give you fresher breath. So it just has other natural things. But you can just take baking soda like some people do.
Is there anybody who done a study in regards to, because one of the things you said is kind of alarming here is it's everywhere. And the thing is, even though toothpaste says this amount is warranted to be safe, if you take the combination of toothpaste, water, chemicals that we use around the home,
It's even in vitamins, like I said.
vitamins, I mean, the bottom line is, are we overdosing ourselves? Because I know one of the other things we're looking at with aluminum right now, as well with aluminum and fluoride, is that it may be a direct link to Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is there anybody doing a study saying, how much are we really ingesting?
I'm sure there is, and probably the website that would probably have the most about it is Merck Manuals. They were really extensive, but I didn't look at all the studies.
Okay.
But you're right. I think that has a big effect on it. And even though they say this level is okay, well, somebody might brush their teeth 5 times a day, so they're getting, twice as much as the other person, or they may drink more fluoride water and not realize it. And vitamins, we used to take a certain type of multivitamin, and we would get nauseated. I mean, we just couldn't take them anymore until we found the gummy gel ones that you told us. And now we can take them every day and we don't have a problem. It might have been fluoride. I never knew they were in the vitamins till I did this research.
I didn't see
That's
it.
interesting.
I didn't see it on the gummy ones
Yeah.
It's not on
No,
there.
they don't make us nauseated.
because it said more natural stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
I
the
use
reason
the
why I
gummies.
Well, that's it. Thank you.
was